Hello, in this video we're going to take a look at the auto-validation feature in the Genius Code framework. Before we get started, let me just describe you what do I have here in this project. So I have a model project that present all the tables in Northwind databases, and I do have a controller layer to present all the functionality of those table, like creating categories, update, delete, and etc. And then I have a demo project. It's a console application. The auto-validation philosophy, it says no need for if anymore. So for example, if I take a look at the category table down there, you'll need, let's take a look at the definition of that table. You'll notice that the category name should not be null. And for example, if you have an email address, that email should be in the correct format. And some cases, if you have a password that must be apply some kind of policy, you'll need to write a regular expression in order to validate that this password given by the user in the correct format. By the end, you will end up writing something like that. You need to check the category is not null in the first place, and then you need to check for each property that it should not be null, and if everything goes okay, you return a true, and then you create the category. The Genius Code philosophy says there is no need for if statement anymore. All you need to do is tell Genius Code which attribute should be not null and what the message will show up if something happened, if this property was null or that property did not apply the regular expression. Before I start to work with auto-validation, let's take a look at what will happen if I start the application right now. As you can see, SQL Server tells me that the category name it's not supplied because I set the name to null. Okay. So the first step in order to enable the auto-validation is going to your app.config or weeb.config in case you're using ASP.NET or MVC, and add a key, name that key auto-validation, and the value will be true. Now if I go to the category, in the category name here, I can just say auto-validation, right, and allow null equal false. And if the category name was null, tell the user that category name should not be null. Alright, that's it. If I run the program right now, this time I will get the message from the Genius Code framework. The category name should not be null, and instead of the message of SQL Server would say category name parameter which was not supplied, and this message should not show up to the user because it tell if the user was bad, like a black hat or something, it told him that there is a vulnerability in your application. At least you're using SQL Server as backend in your database. Of course, there is a lot of things enabled in the auto-validation. You can enable regular expression in order, for example, to validate an email address. Type your expression and tell me that this validation is custom. What will Genius Code do is it will take the expression and compare it to the category name. If it matches, then okay. If it doesn't, it will throw the message down there. This is everything about auto-validations. Thank you for watching.